My beautiful people, my beautiful people, my beautiful people. Welcome back to another lovely episode of the Logic of Emotions podcast / reactions. It's your dog, your brother, man, your favorite African-American, Melly, baby. Now I want to have this conversation, y'all. I saw this video by a gentleman known as Dflow Hoops. It was on the Golden State Warriors have had enough. And I want to dive a little bit more deeper into it. I saw like about 15 seconds in. I like what I saw, so let's get into it, man. Like, comment, subscribe, join the Banks family, join the Banks community, please. If you want to, put on post notifications. We post every single day, man. Love y'all so much, man. My Instagram and my Twitch will be down below. We stream. We're trying to stream at least 3 or 4 times a week. I'm trying to get into it, man. Love y'all, man. Let's get to it. But first, the intro. Yeah.
Wiggins isn't getting enough credit for the incredibly efficient season he's having. Just over a quarter of the way through the year, and Wiggs is shooting a career best by far, 45%.
His last game he had like 8 or 9 threes too.
6.8 of
We're gonna
those
redo that
per
too.
night,
We're
also
more
a career
in depth.
high. Meanwhile, Jordan Poole continues to get targeted by the officials as the refs simply aren't holding JP to the same.
And the thing about that is too, if I must, I know I'm pausing early. If you're new, we like to talk in depth and really break down things. And the thing that I have a problem with is that there is no real enforcement on everyone doing this, because, and even Josh said this too. He didn't say there was an enforcement problem, but he said everyone does do it. But I've seen Jordan Poole he's being called for a lot compared to a lot of players that do use it more. But not saying it's right, because he is carrying the ball. Let's be fair, he's carrying the ball, but just call it then for everybody. As much if you're going to do it like that. You know, that's all I'm saying, man.
Standards as other players. Along with Maple Jordan's dominance, Stephen Curry's 30 points and 10 dimes fueled the reigning champs to their 10th win over the last 14 games.
Starting to get it.
The Warriors now sit 3 games within reach of the number 1 seed out west. Before going in depth on all of that, just 9.4% of you watching are subscribed, so subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, and make sure you're...
I got you after this, my brother. I got you.
Fully up to date with the channel by following @Dflow Hoops on Instagram and Twitter. Thanks so much for your support. We talked about Steph not getting the 3-point whistle in my last Warrior video when he was clearly fouled from beyond the arc multiple times.
And another thing too, when I have this conversation with a lot of you, of my fellow brothers on the Luka Doncic fans, fans. A lot of you lowers were stating that Luka should, sometimes he deserves to get more calls, but he also. And I hate to use him as this like explanation, but he's second in the league in free throws, right? And I said to one of them, shout out to you, bro. We had a great conversation about this. But I was saying to him, Steph gets fouled more off ball, high key, than anyone gets fouled on ball. Like, seriously, like he gets fouled a lot. Like, bro, during the Rockets game, I saw somebody who I rarely seen play. I forgot his name. He's a shooter, and he got a foul for the landing space. But there's so many times I've seen Steph not get calls for landing spaces. And I do understand that Steph does flops at times. He does. Absolutely, he does. But you have to, especially if you don't go to the line a lot. Like, if you do that and don't go to the line a lot, I get it. But if you're going to the line a lot and you're flopping, I'm looking at you kind of weird, because it's like you're already getting a lot of fouls. Like, you're just kind of trying to bend the rules way too much in your favor. You feel me? Like, you're trying to, like, really force the refs to really give you a call now. And it's just like, bro, I don't know. It's just weird to me. But with Steph, it's like he just doesn't get the calls. Like, I don't know. It's really odd.
Continues to not.
I know someone's gonna tell me, well, he should drive the ball more. Blah blah blah.
Closeout from Josh
Why would you drive the ball more
but now I want
and
to talk
try to
about
get fouls
which has become a popular
if you don't get a lot of fouls?
The refs calling an excessive amount of carrying violations on Jordan Poole.
Yo,
when you
JP
compare
be
the
carrying
travels
that rock.
JP's getting called with to the ones Luka Doncic isn't getting called for, you see the bias against Jordan.
Bro, when I tell you I said this, and people thought I was hating,
called with to the ones.
I'm glad he played this, because I saw this. I saw, like, if you watch it live, you have to watch it really quick. And if you play ball, you understand movements. And this was crazy when I seen this. That's not a carry though. But the one I saw before was definitely a carry. But if you're gonna pay that much attention to Jordan Poole, you gotta pay attention. But then again, it's Luka, so I do understand the superstar treatment. I get it. But then again, don't say you're trying to fix the league if you're allowing certain players, rather it be Stephen Curry or Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? LeBron. Any of them, man. If you want the game to do better, you have to call on all the superstars too. That's why I'm not really mad at them calling Steph for carries and travel. I'm not really mad at that. I just want it to be across the board for everybody else. That's all.
Or you see the bias against Jordan from the refs get embarrassingly exposed. Let's just let the beautiful game of hoops that we all love not get whistled down every few seconds because said officiating crew wants attention. On any of the plays in this video of Luka on your screen, if this was Jordan Poole, the play would have been whistled down immediately. I'm just glad this flashy dribble combo,
yo, he really went and like zoomed in on this. Wow.
And baseline dime wasn't whistled down. Not only is Jordan
and for those that are new, I love Luka. I made videos defending him, and I always will.
The numbers prove the reigning champions as a team overall aren't getting a fair shake either. Usually, a lack of aggressiveness is a reason for a team or player not getting the calls they want, but that just simply can't be the case for Golden State, considering the success they've been having. Over the last 12 games, the Dubs ranked 9th in offensive rating, 5th in defensive rating, plus 3rd in both three-point and opponent field goal.
Well, look at that. Like I told you, Golden State fans, just give it time. We'll figure it out, man. Look at that.
Percentage. The Warriors are also first league-wide in assists per game, yet somehow ranked dead last in free throw margin. In terms of JP's production, it's starting to come around, as the 23-year-old Michigan product is averaging 25.5 points per night over the first 2 games of December. But more attention needs to be going to Andrew Wiggins, who undeniably deserves to make his second All-Star team in as many years.
He is hooping.
Golden State's been the perfect fit for the soon-to-be 28-year-old athletic shot creator, as in 2.5 years since being dealt to the Dubs, he's already become a franchise legend in the
people don't understand, like, he's playing like as a chip on his shoulder, bro. And people don't understand, he's like, I think he's 28, so he's like low-key just entering his prime. Low-key. Like, 27 it really is, but 28 is like, he's really getting in there now. So, like, people don't understand how scary this is going to be for Wiggins now, because that last game he played, bro, he was shooting like Steph, bro. Catch it. No, he's shooting like Clay, like Hall of Fame catch and shoot. And please, yo, for y'all like that aren't Golden State fans that come in here talking some weirdness, like, oh, you sucking off Golden State. No, bro, I'm calling a spade for a spade, bro. I love Luka, bro, but Luka is a very good example because Luka does get away with a lot of things. He does. I gotta admit it, he does. But at the same time, Luka, there are times when he does deserve calls and he doesn't get them, and I don't like that either. But I do understand that he doesn't get the calls because he literally whines to the ref every single time. Like, I've seen him complain to the refs even when he's gotten the calls. Like I've seen him do it as the ref is about to call a foul. And I'm just like, bro, you're not even letting the ref get a chance to whistle the call. He's already ready to just do it, you know? And I talked to a lot of the Mavs fans. A lot of the Mavs fans have said the same exact thing. And shout out to y'all also, again, for letting me know more in detail of the problems that the Mavericks have, the organization itself, because they're not really helping Luka as much as they possibly should. But that's again, look at my other videos. There was some more conversations about that too. Because people that just blame Luka, I think, are very you're just being a little bit, you're kind of being a hater, because there's more to it than just Luka playing quote unquote hero ball. There's more to it, bro. There's a lot more to it. There's a reason why he has to, the reason why he feels like he has to. You feel me? So, but besides that point though, Luka is second in free throws. He does not deserve more free throws than Giannis in any way, shape, or form. And I don't see Giannis whining like that. I don't. I see him complain sometimes. I do. And it's honestly reasonable a lot, because Giannis gets, bro, he was in a headlock one time. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's my only gripe with Luka. It's just the fouls. It's just him complaining. Other than that, excuse me, I love Luka.
The Bay.
Love
with
Luka.
Andrew's ascension into one of this game's best two-way wing players, the Warriors dynasty has a legit chance of going much further than just this season. This man's coming off a 36-point outing against Houston on the second night of a back-to-back, where he posted the second most efficient three-point shooting outing from a Warrior of this young season. That says a lot when Steph Curry's your teammate, as Andrew made a blistering 8 of his 10 three-point shots and 14 of his 19 attempts from the field overall. Damn efficient. Stapling the top-notch value provided by this man, Wiggs racked up 5 boards, 2 dimes, 2 steals, and a block. He was also a team best by far, plus 34. On the year, Wiggins ranks 4th among small forwards in plus-minus at plus 122, value which most evidently shows.
How's Bridges higher than Wiggins though? Seti? Really? Oh wow, I'm kind of surprised. I'm a little surprised that Jaylen Brown's not higher. I'm kind of surprised.
Was up in his length, communication, and quick twitch rotations guarding the perimeter. Andrews 10th at his position, just ahead of an elite stopper in Philly's PJ Tucker. One thing that isn't talked about with Wiggins whatsoever is his playmaking.
Yes.
After getting doubled on the fast break, here he drops a tough on-the-move, over-the-head pass over the outstretched arms of Şengün to find Looney on the rim run.
Şengün nice too, bro. Şengün, I mean, he a little bit
makes as this wide pin down turns into an empty corner action. Moving on to what Wiggs is doing best right now, shooting deep-range bombs.
Şengün's like goofy.
Andrews' release
like, he's
is
like,
extremely fluid and thorough in terms of the harmony between his upper and lower body.
I like him a lot
movement.
on the Rockets.
You have to keep a body on Wiggins at all times, and even with Bruno Fernando thinking he's there after a Steph Curry.
Hold on, look at the shot again. I don't think y'all understand. His shot looks a little bit different. It looks more refined.
Wiggins
like it really looks like
at all times, and even
like his. Like it looks better. I remember I said it when I first the first couple games I seen it and I was like, yo, Wiggins' shot looks a little better. Like he's been working on the form. You can tell he's worked on the form and his efficiency. Obviously, it's went up. You could tell, and he just looks more confident shooting threes now. Like, bro, this man be pulling. Like last year, he would pull some threes sometimes, and I'm like. But or mid ranges he'll pull. I'm like because the midi when he hits that Tim Hardaway crossover mid range shot, that's like him with LeBron's let F you shot. That's what it reminds me of.
Even with Bruno Fernando thinking he's there after a Steph coast-to-coast outlet pass, Wiggins knocks it down. A pretty decent closeout from Fernando, but that's how much space Andrews opening up right now. He's gonna hit it if you give him a few inches of space. Another factor making Wiggins the perfect fit in Golden State's system.
I remember that play too. I was wondering why it took him so long, but
let's go again.
His IQ's getting
Belvedere vodka
better and everything, bro.
Give the gift of beauty with support at Kohl's.
We don't care.
More surprise.
Jesus.
Is his ability to move.
Get your money though, bro.
Here, he fundamentally fills out the lane in transition, spotting up and knocking down an easy right corner catch and shoot. As Draymond fakes a dribble handoff to Poole and Kuminga clears out, Terry Eason falls asleep on the weak side, and Wiggins realizes that and elusively skirts around him on a wide angle. Green finds him. Watch this spicy
his post play is getting better too.
After Poole swings the ball to Looney, Draymond fakes the pin down for Steph. Green pops out to receive the swing from Kevon, and it's instead Steph setting a cross screen for Wiggins, who again displays savvy off-ball motion for the bucket. A much younger player on the roster who, like Wiggins.
And the thing is, a lot of people will sit there and say, but Steph's doing a moving screen. I don't think y'all understand. Everybody does that too. Everyone does that too. Like, I don't think y'all really understand that. And I'm tired of this argument or this conversation of Golden State does so much moving screens. The reason why y'all say that is because Golden State has been dominant for so long. And a lot of you either don't like them or don't watch all of basketball. Like, everyone does moving screens. A lot, bro. And that's another big problem, too, I have to definitely say. For anyone, the Warriors, Celtics, the freaking Jazz, for example, just naming teams. But everyone does it, bro. Top of the key, back doors, post pin downs. People will hold people. So, like, when they go for rebounds, for example, they'll hold them down. And, like, bro, it's things like that. I've seen it happen. I've seen refs be right there and just not call it. So, it's like they're picking and choosing when to call things. I think we all knew that already. But now it's getting to the point that they want to emphasize one thing, but they're not doing it fairly to everyone, because there are many superstars that should be getting more calls for the carrying, traveling, moving screens, and they just don't, but
Wiggins also fits in perfectly with the Warriors system is Moses Moody. After Moody dropped 11 points in the win against Houston, which included making a season-high 3 triples, Steve Kerr spoke on his performance postgame, saying, quote, Moses is someone who I just believe in as a human being, and he showed why tonight.
He reminds me
it takes a lot of character to come in off the bench with a lot of cobwebs and shake all those off and knock down big shots and play important minutes. So hats off to Moses, end quote. Saving the best for last, and I'm sure I'll be breaking down another Steph game in the film room real soon in an upcoming vid. Steph just dropped his 70th game of making at least 8 3-pointers, which is 47 more than the next guy. That said, you never hear anything about Curry's defense. but from the very first game this year back in Tokyo, I noticed that Steph was a lot more engaged defensively, and that's proven to be the case as the years progressed. Steph's already drawn 4 charges, and we're not even close to being halfway through the season. Last year, he only drew 7 charges for the entire year. It's just crazy that at 34 years of age, he's laying his body out on the line. And the fact that he's drawing charges at double the rate than he did last year shows you that Steph's not wearing down in the slightest bit. Curry's aging like fine wine. The man's in the best shape of his life. Proving that, NBA trainer Brandon Payne spoke on one unnamed player who went through a workout with Steph recently, saying, quote,
I think it was
"We've
Payne,
had a player
wasn't it?
who's still in the NBA go through the first 5 minutes, sat down on the floor beside the door for about 30 seconds, and went outside and threw up and was done. It was a good player too," end quote. Unfortunately, despite all the positives I just mentioned, the Warriors continue to get a lack of respect from the officials, but the Dubs have quite simply had enough and are playing extremely motivated, in large part because of that disregard. But for today's question, how many more years can Steph play for? Best answer down below in the comments gets next video shout out, and the top 5 commenters by December 21st earn free merchandise of their choosing. Today's Speaks winner is Omar Hassan, who says the most impressive part of the Lakers is obviously AD's play.
Yes.
If he continues to perform like this with minimal injury, the Lakers can actually make a deep playoff run. He went blow for blow with Giannis the other night, showing anything Giannis can do, AD can do better. I do believe this level of play can be maintained. Pause to read the rest of Omar's great take. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.
Hold on, let's see that real quick. My bad.
Omar's great take.
He said the most impressive thing about the Lakers is Davis' ability to score on a nightly basis. He's really responding to all the hate coming his way, and he has to be the main reason Lakers are doing so well. Absolutely. What's most impressive for me has to be their offense. This is the best basketball I've seen this Lakers team play in a while. They are shooting it very well, and AD looks like he's back to his old self. Well, yes, and I hope so. But the thing is, I need to like he did that against the Bucks. He did a phenomenal job. But when it comes to the playoffs, it needs to be consistent, and it needs to be like, well, just consistent, honestly, because we all know the playoffs are a different beast. So understand, Giannis will be playing better in the playoffs, and hopefully AD, well, Lakers will make it first, and hopefully AD will do the same because he's playing beautiful basketball. He's taking a lot of pressure off LeBron. I saw Westbrook, he had like, was it 15 and 16 assists, something like that. I don't remember if it was that game or not, but they did very well. And I was impressed. I also have to do a review on that game too, so I'll let you guys know. But great video from the brother, man. But all in all, hold on, I'm giving this like and sub. I found him out today. But all in all, man, what do you guys think? Do you think the Warriors are not getting a fair trade with the whistle? Do you think that they're picking on them? What do you guys think, man? Let me know in the comments down below. I do believe that they're using them as an example, low-key sometimes, but at the same time, I feel like they're going to eventually end up calling them more and more superstars, more players that are more well-known, because you can't sit there and just not call these calls on Ja, like how you would call, like for you to call it on Jordan Poole when there's multiple videos of other players doing it, just as much, even more. At some point, it's got to get back to like, hey, bro, you got to be more fair. That's all I'm saying, because the superstar treatment thing, we all know that's a real thing. So, but again, let me know in the comments down below, man. Love y'all so much. Thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We put on post notifications. We post every single day. It's your boy Melly. I'm signing out. And per usual, peace, love, and keep that drip immaculate at all times, baby. Stay easy, breezy, beautiful, sexy, amazing, awesome, elegant, inspirational, sensational, healthy, but most importantly, drink water, my friends, and clean your room, because once you get off that messy room nonsense, it'll help you clear your messy future or your messy life that you're going through right now. Road to 10K subs is the new journey, new goal. Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully, we gonna get there, man. Love y'all so much, man. Peace and love. Bow. Have a great Monday, man. If you're from New York, it's cold as hell. Stay warm. And if you're not and it's cold, still stay warm. Peace.